I finally got my hands on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. 4K, 24, 60, and 120. 10-bit color, 3-axis gimbal, rotating screen. Finally just got it. I hope a new one doesn't come out soon. Let's see if the hype is real. If your algorithm is anything like mine on social media, you see this camera everywhere. For rollers, for vlogs, for behind the scenes stuff. This is like the Instagram camera, the YouTuber camera right now. Now, for this video, I am recording it on the Osmo Pocket 3, and I'm not using any external microphone. So this is the sound straight out of the camera. Partially because I wanted to see, how the microphone actually does. Other part because I did not get the creator combo, so I didn't get the DJI mic with it, and I forgot to pack my regular microphones when I was coming to shoot this today. So, part by intention and part, we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm holding it now, and this is it as we're actually walking to vlog a little bit. I have an ND filter on here, so, oh, that's bright. Hold on, let's boost that ND up. Variable ND, because I like doing things like that, where I can adjust the lighting depending on where I am. I haven't had it long enough to do like a long-term review, so what I want to do is 3 beginner tips for using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 yourself. Now, this camera does have a lot of potential. 20mm focal length, f2, a 1-inch sensor, so it's going to be great in low light and actually get really good quality video too. And having it built in on this gimbal is huge for vlogging, which is something that I don't usually do. All right, so tip number 1 is to be intentional with your movements. Just because it's on a gimbal doesn't mean every single shot's gonna be smooth and cinematic. As you're walking, you don't wanna be moving left and right all the time, up and down. Be intentional with your movements. Ideally, you're slow and steady. And keep in mind, this is a light setup. The lighter the setup, the more shaky it could be. And the more shaky it is, the more it looks like iPhone footage and not a camera. All right, so next is automatic versus manual, or auto versus manual settings. If you're a beginner or you wanna just pick this up out of the box and shoot it almost like it's a phone, auto might be where you are like 99% of the time. Or if you're doing a lot of vlogging or things like that, where you don't really wanna be playing with the settings, leaving this thing in auto could work fine most of the time for it. Now, if you're more professional, if you're more in control of your lighting, if you wanna be more, ooh, there's a bug flying around me. If you wanna be more intentional with your shots, the way they look, this bug is not leaving me alone, then shooting in manual might be your best option, where you can control the settings, you can control the exposure. Using this ND filter that I have on mine right now is definitely a huge help when you're shooting outside. And this is that same shot, but in manual settings instead of automatic like how it was before. Helicopter lift. Now, last tip is for your frame rate. What are you shooting at? 24, 60, 120 frames per second? Usually 24 is the more cinematic look. That's what most movies are shot in. That's usually what I shoot in, probably 80% of the time. 60 frames per second is what I would shoot in if I'm not sure if I want to be slowing something down in post, or if I know I'm going to be slowing something down in post, or if it's something that's moving really, really quick and I just want a higher frame rate. 120 frames per second is if Actually, I've never shot in 120 frames per second. But if I am 115% sure that I'm slowing something down, I'll probably try it in 120 frames. So overall, I'm pretty excited to use this camera. I think for behind the scenes stuff at weddings, as a smaller camera that can get some unique shots, maybe even some vlogging stuff like this, I don't know, I could get behind this. So far, for the limited time I've been using this, I can easily see it finding a spot in my kit. I've gone through a ton of different cameras for behind the scenes stuff, just buying and returning, trying to find the right one. And I think this could be it. Now that I've finally got my hands on it, see what the hype is about, yeah, the hype might be real. So do me a favor, like and subscribe if this was helpful, or if you want to see more, or let me know what else you want to see. Maybe click an associate link or 2 down below, help a small channel out. We hit 1,500 now, let's go. I can see myself shooting a lot more with this camera. This is one that I can easily slip into a pocket and start shooting some more. Although, that is also the justification I used to buy the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And have I been using that to its potential? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.